So hello folks, welcome once again to yet another coverage of the Ministry of Public Works demolition exercise. We started 5 days ago and today is day 5. We are just right in the Brewerville community. It all started from around the St. Paul River Bridge community, and now the Ministry of Public Works zoning and demolition team have reached as far as the Brewerville community. So if you look in the back there, you see the machine is demolishing structures that were actually marked, and this is going as far as the Waterside area. So as usual, my teammate is here, Damo Afofana, and Aaron Talu is behind camera. But just before we take you to the main scene, we will engage the view of Damo Afofana, who once again is here on this team. Damo, I want to say good afternoon and welcome once again.
Yes, I say good afternoon, and again I'm Damo Afofana. We are just right back to cover the demolition process by the Public Works Ministry, and we are right around the Simple Bridge corridor here. So we'll show you the action right behind us.
Yeah, so folks, like we said, this is day 5 of the Ministry of Public Works demolition exercise, and it's live here in Brewerville. So we will move our camera further, but kids are all here jubilating. They may not know exactly what is unfolding, but yes, this is happening to pave the way for a major development here along the bombing corridor, where the pavement of a major road will begin anytime soon. But to begin with, the Ministry of Public Works firstly need to get some of the structures that they deem unnecessary off the corridors, and then after that the actual work will begin. This is all forming part of the works that we carry out by the Ministry of Public Works. So yes, the team comprises of folks from the Liberia Electricity Corporation who are here to make sure that electrical works are swiftly carried out by those from the Liberia Electricity Corporation. And you also have officers from the Liberia National Police who are also here to make sure they protect lives and properties as they go about, while the Ministry of Public Works is also here making sure that the structures that were marked are also demolished. Yeah, this is this far, and we are here just around the Brewerville community, so gradually we are moving.
Yeah, so there are couples of things that are going on by the government of Liberia apart from the demolition process. So just a recent, we brought out a report from the Ministry of Education where in that setup the government is carrying on a program for street child, and then they also have a feeding program so that when kids go to school they can't sit in class with hunger. And just recently the president just left the country for the United Nations Assembly, and he also went to meet the diaspora Liberians, so there you know that the president focus is not just on one side. He's actually focused on every part and for every Liberian in every sector. So we are here again for the demolition process that is carried on by the public works for the pavement of roads, for the improvement of the country. So keep following us. There is LNTV. As we said earlier, we are here with the team, Ayesi Geba, Aaron Talu, and we're here with our boss, T. Flomo. So we will show you more action, but let's hear from Ayesi as well.
So thank you very much. Damo Afufana is my teammate here on this live broadcast, and we also have Aaron Talu. A little bit of delay. Some of the folks will actually delay after months of receiving notice from the Ministry of Public Works. Some will actually live in delusion, thinking that, well, the other people's properties that are being demolished are not Liberians, or maybe they are the ones who actually built in the right of way, where in fact you will sit and see the Ministry of Public Works marking structures along the road. And then after a certain period of time, you see that the Ministry of Public Works have already started structures. And then you still sit there and think that they will not come to your structure to have it demolished. So sometimes you will see delay in the process because some folks will intentionally leave some of their materials. Like for this building, I still can see some bag of cement that are still in here, but then I think this will not spare them out, because once you receive notice and your property was actually marked by the Ministry of Public Works, I think there is no grace period for this. And obviously you have the Ministry of Public Works moving in to have this place demolished. And so good for this is that I have seen two women operating this machine. Like today again, we have another lady who is pretty seated and perfectly operating the machine. What do you make of this?
Yeah, so like the last time when we came, the first day that I saw, I wanted to interview her, but she was kind of a little bit, so busy. Interesting, and you see, you hear from people that there is a man work, but actually you can see there's a female in there doing this work. So I feel good to see a female doing this work. But for the demolition process, you see, there is what we were talking about just the last time, that this kind of hold on will put in delay for the process. The marks have been marked ever since, but you still have people with their material and things in a building there, and you can see they still holding cement. I don't know if they were building or it's a smell shop. So the people have to hold on to give them chance to pull all their things from the hall there. So we just want to let you know, wherever you are watching us from, that the process of this demolition, if you have been noticed, please take your notice serious, because public works is coming your way, so that you cannot waste the time of these people work.
And so yes, the government of Liberia have developed key interest in gender equality. This is what you see across all of the government land ministries and agencies, where you have women are in the forefront of things. Unlike the past, where we felt that there were certain jobs set aside for women, and now you have a female who is operating this machine, and she's very active. And some of the folks here are even applauding her for the mindful in which she's operating the machines in a manner and form that, well, once the building was deemed necessary to be demolished, she actually moved into the building and have it demolished. So yes, folks, this is day 5 of the Ministry of Public Works demolition exercise We started somewhere around the Simple River Bridge, and today we are just in the Brewerville community, district number 17, Montserrado County. Liberia deserves better, and same should apply to other communities that have been just like this for decades. This road, this corridor for decades have been the same year in, year out. And so it is necessary that folks here benefit from the Urban Liberia initiatives across the country. Road pavement here in Brewerville, District 17, Montserrado County. So we are here, and we will continue till we reach the finishing line at the Bow Water side, where the project will stop. And this pavement will begin from the Simple River Bridge, moving as far as the Bow Water side crossing point in Grand Cape County. So folks, we are here, and it seems like there is a little bit of mechanical. Okay, yes, this is why the Ministry of Public Works is moving with diverse group of people. They have mechanical engineers who are also here. They have the Liberia National Police, folks from the Liberia Electricity Corporation are also here, along with technicians, zoning technicians from the Ministry of Public Works are also here, and making sure that this is a joint effort. But good for this place is that majority of the folks here, if not 90% of those residing there who properties were being marked by the Ministry of Public Works prior to the machine coming in, de-roofed some of their structures, and this is actually making it very convenient for the folks from the Ministry of Public Works that before you arrive on the scene, some of the structures are already de-roofed, and it is only the concrete ones that are being left for the Ministry of Public Works zoning team to move in and demolish some of the structures here.
So yeah, so most of the property owner are already helping themselves, because before we got here, you see most of the houses that been marked were already de-roofed, and the windows bar were already removed by the owners. Even though some of them are still doubting, so they keep sitting and wait for Public Works to come before they can start packing up. But almost all the houses that are being marked, you will see they are already open, no door, no frame, no roof. So the owners
Yes, some of the structures here. And if you take a critical look here on the far right, you see there is a school here at Engage. It should be an elementary school is featured Kings and Queens Child Care Foundation. Yes, and it's actually in the right of way, so it will also be demolished by the Ministry of Public Works, and it will continue as far as the waters are point of entry. Yes, this is coming at a point in time where Liberians, government in, government out, have cried for development. Some will go to their making comparison with Liberia and other countries, even our neighboring countries, Sierra Leone, Ghana. And so it's now time that we as Liberians applaud the government of Liberia for making sure that development or developmental issues are placed on the top of a list of priorities of the government of Liberia. Just this morning we woke up to the news from the Liberia Electricity Corporation that the LEC have signed an agreement with some companies that are going to be in charge of the electrification of the Ravas International Airport corridor. And this is a welcoming news. For years, Liberians have complained about the dark nature of the Ravas International Airport, comparing the Ravas International Airport to other international airports across the region. And we even saw an unfortunate situation along the corridors of the Ravas International Airport, where the former District 15 lawmaker, talking about the late Adolph Lawrence, who met his untimely death along the Ravas International Airport corridor. And this, some attributed to the dark nature of that road, that because even though we had a vehicle that was parked on without any indication or reflected lights or indicators to show that yes, there was a parked or broken down vehicle along the corridor. But some argue that if the RRA highway was actually electrified, it would have given the driver of that vehicle or the late lawmaker, peace be to his ashes, District 15 lawmaker then Adolph Lawrence, an idea that yes, you got to be careful because you have a packed or broken down vehicle along this route. So very soon, in the course of 3 to 4 months, we will see the Ross International Airport corridor being electrified by the Liberia Electricity Corporation, DAMOA.
Yeah, so I just imagine this is a school building, a conducive environment is also good for learning, Well, look at the building that you imagine kids sitting there to learn, and you also have it so close to the road, the distraction from the cars, the markets, and then the noise, everything that will be happening outside here, you see the kids, they want to know, and all the attention will be outside here.
And the facility is not even fenced.
It's not even fenced, so say all the fence will block the noise from inside. So imagine this is a school building, very close to the road.
Yes, of course, we cannot encourage these kind of makeshift structures. You want to imagine that this was actually an elementary school situated just along the main road, not even fenced, which almost made it dangerous for kids who attended a school here. You want to have a very decent building, well fenced. Once you are somewhere around the main road, you don't run a school where you have the students exposed to the motor road. This is not safe at all for some of the folks who are actually running schools across the city centers, and making sure that yes, once you are operating a school where you have kids below the ages of 10, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, you want to be very careful and make sure that the kids' well-being should be your foremost priority. But as usual, community dwellers, onlookers have developed key interest in the demolition exercise being carried out by the Ministry of Public Works. So every time you see them standing across the road, some they want to get first-hand information. They are using their smartphones, recording. Don't want to be told, but also want to be the ones giving the news out that yes, this is happening, and in September or October of 2025, I was alive, I was visible, I saw the machines moving in, demolishing structures along the bombing highway corridor. And so this road, that is when the road shall be paved, this is exactly what they will be saying. So that this road you see, it was built in 2026. demolition exercise by the Ministry of Public Works, paving the way for the pavement of this corridor. Yes. While this is going on, we also encourage others who have actually built on government properties across the country to have a second thought that one day, you might just see the Ministry of Public Works moving in with citations to some of those individuals on government properties or government land. So this should also serve as an example. It should also serve as an example for other folks. So this should serve as an example for folks who are in similar situations but are yet to be reached. You have the time now in your favor to have a second thought of relocating, or if you may, begin relocating some of your valuable items from So come to imagine, these are some of the structures that Liberians will erect on the main road, and this is an international highway. They use this route to go to Sierra Leone. So you don't want to have a country where your international corridors are filled up whenever you have guests from other countries coming to visit, and all carrying is a negative views of the country. We want a country where Liberians and others residing in Liberia will actually be proud of, so that the good name of Liberia can hit the international scene, and that even folks back home here can be very much proud of their country and very appreciative of the workings of their government. So already folks from the red lane have begun clearing. They are de-roofing some of their structures, because as soon as the machine hits the boil water side point of entry, they will take the right lane. That is, if you are coming from Central Town going to Bombay, we are currently on the left side of the road. So once the left side is completed, the machine will cross over to the right side of the road to continue with the demolition of structures along this corridor. So yes, folks, we say stick and stay with us. This is the national television service of the Liberia Broadcasting System, LMTV, and it's day 5. It's day 5 on camera, but not for the Ministry of Public Works because they are working Saturdays and even May Sundays. But for us, we are covering their activities from Monday to Friday, except the management deems it necessary that we cover holidays like Saturdays and Sundays. So it's day 5 and we are here. So let's see weather. So this is a 20-foot container. And it's been pushed. It's been pushed a little bit. So this is another facility here. So we see here in Brewerville, D5. D5. D5 of the Ministry of Public Works. major demolition exercise. While this is ongoing, some disadvantaged youths are also benefiting from the situation here as they are so you see the owner of this building they will instruct and appeal to the folks from the Ministry of Public Works to amicably demolish their structures so that the remaining structure cannot be affected as to go about demolishing the ones that are being marked by the Ministry of Public Works. So yes, you see disadvantaged youths with their bags on their back and are benefiting from the process, gathering pieces of steel rods. They all started from the simple river bridge. So Brewerville is around the Parker Corner community in Brewerville is where we are at the moment. That's where we are. Yes, you see this brother is in action because he's worried that the machine will affect his property. It's very interesting here, folks. Very interesting.
We are the front of our natural bread there. Now natural bread. Natural bread today. We are the front of our
school of onlookers and the Brewerville community, Parker Corner, are developing interest day by day in the ongoing demolition exercise actively being carried out by the Ministry of Public Works, leaving no stone unturned as Liberia envisages a new Liberia, going out of days where Liberians will take to the streets to protest against development coming in their country by the government of Liberia. This is now a different Liberia where folks are actually applauding the government. For the law of work. Women are the ones operating some of the machines here. I've seen two ladies since the start of this exercise operating the machine very diligently, and that speaks to the fact that the government have developed so much interest in women participation in national branding and nation building. So going out of this where we saw men moving some of the moving equipment or climbing on light poles, repairing heavy duty machines. Today, this is a new Liberia for all, where so I see a steward for sustainable development. There should be a bus stop, but it's been demolished. It's been demolished. And gradually we are approaching the Brewerville community. So wherever you are, Government of Liberia through the Ministry of Public Works have embarked on a major demolition exercise along the bombing corridors. But first, it all started from the Simple River Bridge on day one, and today is day 5 on camera, and we are here in Brewerville around the Parker Corner community. And gradually, we are making our way to the Brewerville community. But I'm here with my team, which comprises of Damowa Fofana, Aaron Talu, and I'm Aisha Niba. So Damowa will take you through. Damowa, you saw some of the structures that are being demolished, and also we saw our disadvantaged youth that we may refer to as Zogo have all developed interest in this entire exercise, and they are some way somehow benefiting from the process because they are use of the situation to have some of the remaining steel rods being removed from the concrete, and after which they will go and have them sold for a little cent to have something in their pocket just to keep them running.
Yeah, so the process is very attractive to the citizens around here. Since we came, there are a group of people standing by to watch, and they keep following the machine from the beginning of the process since we came. And some of them even have their own camera recording. They are also going live. So talking about the disadvantaged youths, they are also here, and this seems like an opportunity for them. They are picking up steel rods from the building that are being demolished, and even blocks. They are packing zincs from the houses that are being demolished. So we'll stay here in District 17, where Public Works is carrying on demolition process for advanced road construction. So we have one of...
Yeah, so thank you very much, Damowa. And talking about development in Liberia, we also have this brother. I see you have irons in the bag, and
because nothing doing for now, nothing doing.
So you are benefiting from this entire exercise.
Of course, I'm not happy with it, but at least I understand what I'm saying.
Well, let's talk about development. We hear people talking about other country development. What do you make of development coming to Liberia?
Development is very fantastic because we want to see our country up. Yeah, we want to see our nation out of poverty. Liberia is one of the older countries for now. Yes. So surely, actually, and gradually, we're happy with the idea. At least we can expand the road for us. And before link, we'll be happy with the facility. You know.
People will expect people like you. You know, whenever activity of such is going on, that maybe people will want to use people like you to cause violence. They say they disadvantage you. We will go there, we will cause noise. It will not break down structures. But yeah, you are talking about development. This is necessary.
No, nobody on the street for now. We all cool and calm. How we stand and remain as one. No one will take Zogo to be bad. And not everybody bad. All him will be bad. People that are not Zogo are bad. They're bad more than Zogo. But I tell condition, and no condition is permanent. But other people that see all moving around, they say, oh, look at all of bad, look at all of useless one. No one useless in human society. Everybody value.
So what do you say to government of Liberia in terms of development across the country? Now this is going to be a major road going all the way to Brewerville.
Of course, and I'm happy with it gradually. Yeah. So for now.
So excellently. I want to know that it's anywhere around here. Did you go to school?
Of course. I know, and I feel high school. Yeah, and I still want to go to school.
What's up from going to school?
Because of frustration. Yeah. My mom died doing it in Angola. My father died doing it in Angola. Classes.
Why does somebody want to put you back to school? Will you be willing?
Yeah, I will be happy actually.
What you want to study?
For now, because actually I want to see myself higher up for now. Because I'm not happy of me doing this.
What's your name?
They call me Mustafa Kruma. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And So let's see if we can engage the view of this gentleman. I want to say welcome to the TV.
Yeah, my name is Lamy M. Johnson. They can secure the place. Yeah. Although all of us happy with it, the whole abortion are going on. But the matter of fact, all of us crying and breathing. Yeah, I when you breaking the water, I when I small this here, when I package this here, and you say, oh, yeah, the whole of one, you do 1 or 2.
A packaging you are.
No, yeah, someone will bring me out.
Yeah, but my man, government gotta keep money to develop. So if government will be giving all the people money for removing that from the street, then which one will feel the role in?
Yeah, the project that one the project base I will say you do job your turn.
So you want to have money that's sitting for the project to come and get you small thing.
Any just move there, who are Joya she right there, Joya level in power, he need money there. Je vois quand on a small this here. Tell the boy, I talk in the RDJ Pedi. She got to the place.
So Montserrado was smart.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So folks, yeah, let's see if we can go a little bit to show you the actions. But intermittently we will be speaking to some of the folks here. But all here is that, well, we are happy for development. Though there are some reservations, but on the overall, Liberians are coming to terms with appreciating the government for bringing in development in country, so that you who are abroad and left Liberia for 20, 30 years, you cannot come back in country and still see Liberia the same. At least once you are out of the country, or even you have resided here for some time, but have not been opportune to go to other parts of the country, at least once in a while there should be developmental activities, changes across the country. This is the only way Liberia will develop. It's a gradual process. Yes, it's going to come with disenchantment. Not everyone will be happy. Once you are caught in the web, obviously you are not going to be happy, because this is a government property you want to build on. So we all have to work together and making sure that no one stands in the way of development, because it's going to be helpful to everyone in country.
Yeah, so the second guy that just talked to us, the guy said, any journalist Salif came and did what you have to do, and then the former President George Weah also came. But government is continuity and implementation is key. So this government is actually implementing what had been planned before. So this is one key thing that we are watching out for. But if you just joining us, this is LNTV. We are here with the Public Works team. We are right around the District 17 state, around the St. Paul River belt, where demolition process is ongoing. So I'm sorry, we are already in Brewerville. Sorry, not St. Paul Bridge again. We are in Brewerville, where the demolition process is going on from Brewerville Parker Corner here. So, okay, so yes, demolition process is ongoing here. So LNTV is bringing you this live coverage from Motor Corner, Brewerville. So the process is so attractive. You have people standing all around here washing. They are standing all across the road washing. And some of them are even taking their own recordings. And you have people already packing their things from in there because the machine is turning that side to go. So you have them packing their things from in that container. If you are watching wherever you are watching us from, it is LNTV, and let's see if we can read to you some comments here. So David Waterspoon said, I'm so proud of my vote. And Jonathan M. Size responded to William Tony Walker, development comes with tear and pain. And we also have Benjamin Bingham. He said he's watching from England. So Makula Son said, the day I return home from the United States of America, I will feel like I'm driving on 476, the blue route. Our country will be great again. And somebody just talked about the young man that we spoke to and said, wow, this guy speaks well. Yeah, that's why I was asking whether he went to school, and he said yes, he's out of high school and he's waiting to go to school. And we also have Flomo Livingston. He said, thank to the Ministry of Public Work. And Morris Gray said, Liberia will never be the same. We need development. So that's it. Keep putting in your comments. We'll come back to the comment section to read your comments here. But we are in Brewerville, where Public Works is carrying on demolition process under the government for pavement of modern roads. If you just joining us, this is LNTV. So the process is on hold because the owner of this property that's supposed to be down still packing their things. So the machine is on hold. The process is going smooth, very smooth. Everybody is willing, everybody is interested. So the machine is going now. Going now to start the process again because I think the owner of this property done with whatever they had in it. So that is just what we're talking. The property will be marked and the time frame will be given to the owners of the property that's also be removed from the road, but they will wait until the day of the process and then waste the time of the public works when they have to do their time, their working time. So you see, they're still fighting to remove things from inside that booth, which should have been done ever since. So let's take you back to the comment section a little bit. Samuel S. Kwekwa said victory for national development, and Makula's son saying again the Ministry of Public Works now should be robust when people are building near homes, near the road, should be good and not kitchens. And Yura S. Jalau, we expect the best though, yeah. So Joseph Bendy said, let's change the words tears and pains to sacrifices. Development comes with sacrifices. And Benjamin Bian said the Ministry of Public Works is doing its best. And Victor A. Magona said, we believe after this there comes development. Dennis Quissy Hoff is watching. Thank you for watching. Augustine Arch watching from Dallas, Texas. That's my area. Thank the government so much. Dennis is watching again. And Tom Weir, I'm watching you from River G, Sabo, Swicken. Okay. So we are reading your comments. You can drop your comments. So Makula is sending more comments here and said our people always believe government will not come, so they never do the needful. When public works marked their places of demolition, this is a talk into government. So that is message to people whose houses have been marked. Montserrado's son is watching. Ubaka is watching. Benma Dukle is watching. Sour Swen is watching. Thank you for watching, guys. So keep following us as we bring you this coverage with the public works from Brewerville.
Thank you very much, Damawa Fofana. And Women in Action is what we are seeing on display with the operation of the machine. And all you can hear here is with the notion that to operate a machine of such, you need a gentleman and not a lady. So this is a new narrative. Yes, women can serve as officers of the Liberia National Fire Service, Liberia Immigration Service, the Armed Forces of Liberia. And also engineers, operators of heavy duty machines. So thanks to the Ministry of Public Works for giving opportunity to women. And here the truck driver there saying the puppy working. Very interesting scene. Another fence is being brought down. Good for them is that their house is a bit far from where the Ministry of Public Works plant. So they have to readjust or So it's 4:21 in Liberia, and we see this is day 5 on camera. Today is September 29, 2025. Just a day before the arrival of after attending the 80th United Nations General Assembly in Washington, D.C., the United States of America, who is expected to arrive in country tomorrow. From what I'm looking at, this entire fence will have to be restructured because the wall is shaking. And that will not be safe for residents around here. So, onlookers, community dwellers are consistent exercise for their own safety. Since the start of this program, now Brewerville, all locals, community dwellers who have come to get a glance of the zoning division at the Demolition of Public Works. We are on this gradually around the Parker Corner junction in Brewerville District 17, Montserrado County is where we are. I heard a keke rider saying, take it from there. This government is not in anyone's pocket. It's very interesting out here with some of the comments coming from Liberians. And I want to believe that the gas tanker is still beneath the ground. I want to believe so. Let's see what will happen as the machine moves in. I see a store here, and it seems like it's locked. She's no nonsense operator. Are all falling to the ground. No nonsense operator. Very interesting female operator of this machine. There should be another fueling station here. There should be another fueling station. There should be another fueling station. So the operator of this machine will have to be very meticulous. We've been told that there is still gasoline in the storage tank beneath the ground. So they will partially escape. They will partially escape. The Paco Corner Junction in Brewerville, District 17, Montserrado County, where the Sunday team at the Ministry of Public Works is carrying out a major demolition exercise. We started from the St. Paul River Bridge, and now we are currently at the Paco Corner Junction, Brewerville, District 17. You are joining us, we'd love to say thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Development is coming through Liberia. But day 5.
What's that thing inside, right? What's that thing in there?
Day 5 on camera of the zoning division of the Ministry of Public Works ongoing demolition exercise. So like we said, some of the folks here are making the job of the public works easier than expected. We're still here. And it's a gradual process. It's a gradual process. Foreign exchange boot. And the owner of this boot have asked the machine operator to just to decast the foundation of this boot so as to allow them to remove the boot. This is a major junction, I see. This junction is supposed to be a bit wider than it is and clearer than it is. And there should be the Rossville junction. Yes, that should be the Rossville junction. Motorcyclists are a very interesting group of people. All of what is going on with The warning that is coming from the folks from the Ministry of Public Works. We trust you to know that cyclists are crisscrossing left and right, left and right. Without the splattered top of this should be a spot of filling station. Okay, so whether they have a tank, a filling tank under the ground here or beneath the ground, that is. And all of the folks here said no, 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 no. So the operator was given the green light to unearth the entire square. Aaron Chalu, Dambo Afofana, Yesiliba. Jointly, we are bringing you this live coverage from the Brewerville community in district number 17, Montserrado County. Samples along this corridor. Are being touched. Paving the way for a clearer view, a very clear view. Once you hit the bombing corridor. So 30 minutes to 5 o'clock, and as usual, the exercise will come to a closure once it's 5 o'clock. And then we go to see. A minor clearing. A minor clearing for this facility. It's a little bit far from the road, and so they are just getting rid of it. Still shutters. So 5 o'clock, the shop of the works, Sunday edition, the demolition. I want to believe that this particular location will do for This particular location will be for 2 days demolition exercise. So this will do it for today's activities. Ongoing demolition exercise being carried out by the Ministry of Public Works.
So we're not going to do this.
So folks, we love to bring this broadcast to a closure, but this is around the Parker Corner, Brewerville, number 17, where the demolition exercise will stop for today. They all started from the Simporio Bridge, that is, and now it's up to the Parker Corner, Camp David, where the machine will stop to resume tomorrow. There are other spots along the way that were marked and are to be demolished by the Ministry of Public Works. But good for residents or community dwellers along this route is that they are moving ahead of the Public Works Ministry, making sure that they de-roof some of their structures and take those valuable items away so that once the machine arrives, they can have easy access to demolish that structure. But just before we conclude, we'll get a word or two from my colleague, Montserrado County.
So yes, I think we've been here almost an hour ago, and almost 2 hours ago, my colleague I think say we should say 2 hours ago. But for the public works, they are really doing a great job here. We must commend them. They are doing a very good job here, very hard work. But one thing I like about this process is that almost all the citizens around here really attracted to the process, and they are following the process the right way. They are very cool. They are taking all the procedure that's supposed to be done, removing all the roof before the public works machine can even arrive. So we want to say thank you for following the rules, and just to tell you that the president is in the United States of America. He just experienced, and during the investigation ceremony, one of the member of that organization was awarded with a prestigious award, and they felt so good and proud that they felt that the president is actually looking at those who are also out of the country, not just those who are in the country. So let's talk about development. If all these citizens out there want to come back home to develop in the country, what you will be looking at is the pavement of roads. Have to carry on their goods to various counties. Somebody from where America want to go back home to Kemart County, and then you have to follow a good road to carry your goods. So we are following this process, and this is day 5 of this process. Been here for 2 hours now. Our other team will be here next time. Anthony Williams, Yasa Zuba, and Matami Connor will be here. But as Ayesi said, we are here with Aaron Tadu. So keep watching us, bring it this coverage all the time.
Yeah, so folks, what discourages anyone is for you to stay off your country for years and coming back and still see your entire community, your surrounding, still the same. It wouldn't be anything of interest for anyone. It's of great interest once you leave the United States, Europe, Asia, all the continents across the country, and arrive in country, and you begin to see new development. It is of great interest. Even for some of you who are abroad, you too are also contributing towards the development of the country. So this is a gradual process, but at the end of the day, Liberians will actually appreciate the government for the level of development. When the LEC announced today that they have begun the process of electrifying the RRA highway to make sure from ELW Junction to the Ravas International Airport is actually electrified. So yes, from here where we are in Brewerville, District number 17, Montserrado County, Parker Corner, we want to bring this broadcast to a closure. And thanks for watching. Aaron Talu, Damowa Fufana, Ayesindiba. Good day.